So life was very hectic before we looked at the franchise model. We always knew it existed, but we didn't quite appreciate how much it would make our lives easier. So when I say it was hectic, it was a real juggle for work-life balance. And even within work, I've always been very community orientated and to try and get the time out from my business to do community work or to give back to the community was very difficult. A little bit about my background is that I spent 10 years with the police force before resigning to join retail. And my passion for retail is very much sort of centered around being a community based store. Having grown up in a community based store, my parents were integral pillars with their store for 35 years, also within the same industry. And that's where sort of, I guess, the passion and the drive still lies. So as a franchisee, I currently have far more time available. I spend that feeding directly back into the community, integrating with the community members, having the time to understand what their requirements and needs are, feeding that back into the franchise model, and getting the support from the franchise to ensure that we're always ahead of the game, finger on the pulse, and making sure we're keeping up with the market as it moves and the dynamic fluidity changes. We started off with an initial consultation to understand what was involved, what it would mean for me, what it would mean for my business, whether there would be financial implications, whether we are likely to lose some margin, and what that means for what revenue growth needs to look like. And having considered all of those things, we truly felt that we had the right model, which, with the implications that were quite clear, we would still be very happy and comfortable with the revenue stream and growth moving forward. Joining as a franchisee means you will have a managed model and you will be able to manage a business, not micromanage on a micro level all the fine details which we shouldn't need to. Economies of scale, especially when we're looking at the one-stop model, which is obviously overarched by Tesco's as a group, and it means that they're able to create bespoke deals, best value for customers, drive volumes, ensuring that the customers are at the forefront of their thought process and ensuring that our revenue and margins are not sacrificed and there is mutual growth for both parties involved, whether that be the franchise itself as one stop or the franchisee who is also an independent coming in and working with them. There's always that huge benefit in mutual working together.